for that. I'm excited to be here. So it's good to see everyone on tonight. It's funny because I reached out to Angel because I was interested in what ULA was. And as soon as she came back to me and said it was a program or framework specific to personal growth and development, I literally was like, never mind, like I've got this part handled. So a little bit about me. Of course, my name's Carrie Harlan, and I am a wife and mom of 6 kids. And I'm in SoCal. And a little bit about my background. I am a nurse by background. I've been a nurse for the last 16 years. And um, in the last probably 6 to 7 years, I really dived into personal growth and development, specifically because I felt like I was not in balance. Something needed to change. Big family, a lot of change within the family dynamics, and I needed to take a step into something different. I really placed a lot of that on my nursing profession. And so I started diving into personal growth and development, thinking that I needed to find my way out of that. So when Angel approached me, I'm like, I've been doing work in this area for 6 or 7 years, like I'm good. But something pulled at my heart, brought me back to ULA, and I started diving in. And a couple things that stood out to me specifically about ULA, one was intentional work. So the intentional work that I thought I was doing over the last 6 or 7 years, I don't think was truly intentional to what I needed. But it definitely was referenced by a friend, a family member, reading a podcast, a book. But was it specific to what I needed? I'm not sure that that was the case, but did it help me grow? Yes, obviously it did. So with ULA, there's so much more intentional work in what I truly need, which brings me to really the second point in being, it really is a blueprint for me. Like I sit down and I work on things that are specific to me in the spectrum of those 7 principles. And so that was really the second thing. I've really been talking a lot of life into authentically showing up as yourself. But how do you do that when you don't have a blueprint to go by? And so that really was kind of the second thing that stood out to me. And then just being efficient in what I was doing. We're all busy, right? And I've heard it over the last few weeks. I'm busy, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I don't have time, I don't have enough on. I don't have a room on my plate for this either. And just finding that balance. But if we can sit down, be intentional, work from a blueprint, we are definitely going to be more efficient in our day. And so those are a few of the things that really stood out to me. And then of course I went back and said, okay, Angel, sign me up. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's run. And so then from there, just the ambassadorship made so much sense. And it really goes back to really, I think, my profession of nursing and wanting to serve and knowing the mission behind ULA and what they're trying to do. I get to show up and I get to serve. So ULA has become a tool for me, which I'm super excited. If I go back to my nursing program or my background in nursing, you know, me wanting to shift out of that world, was that truly what I needed to do? I'm not sure, but there was so much out of balance that's what led me, you know, that was it. It was my field I needed to step out of. So I think about this last year of COVID, like Angel had said, there's been so much, and I know Erin, you know, went through her trials too. There's been so much, but if we think of healthcare even prior to COVID, there's so much burnout and there's so much need that probably will be a really sweet spot for me in my mission over this next year is really diving into the healthcare area. To really support them because COVID just added an additional layer to what people are already experiencing. And so I'm really excited to see where that goes. Just as everyone had said, Angel, just there's so many in need. I'm excited to show up and be able to serve and give back. And this is really my way of doing that.